Dame Dash just fumbled again.
Dame Dash believes that he found the reason why Envy was never arrested, and he found the paperwork that proves that Envy was an informant. Here's what Dame Dash has to say.
And, you know, they did research. And I can't articulate exactly what was said, but it wasn't said. She sent me a message, so I'll play it. But it did break down that you are on that RICO, and that, in fact, if you don't or do certain things, it's going to mean that you are, in fact, a rat. And I knew that you would fold anyway, but allegedly. But this is what the paperwork, and I'm going to play it so y'all can hear it.
Anybody can go online and type in Caesar H. Pena. When they do, they'll see links from the Department of Justice.gov. They can simply open up the two links that you see here. The first one shows the New Jersey real estate investor and online influencer charged with committing multi-million-dollar investment fraud scheme, laundering drug proceeds, and bribing a New Jersey politician. If you simply scroll down, you will see the individual one. Individual one is clearly described as Pena's business partner, a well-known disc jockey and radio personality who resided in New Jersey. You go further down, as you can see through this video, it gives more description on Pena and his business partner. Individual one operated a company that conducted real estate seminars around the country with Pena. He's a co-conspirator. This individual one, who is a well-known radio personality, disc jockey in New Jersey. That only describes one person who we all know.
Dame Dash will caption this on Instagram. DJ Envy, who's lying now? Please explain. I'll wait. You do know if you fold, then I can't speak to you anymore. Does iHeart or Power 105 know about this?
And your father's story was a story I always wanted to tell, but I would never disrespect Irv. You know, that's I'm not from Queens.
Yeah.
And but you know, things have happened, and now I think it's the right time. I thank you for putting me on the FaceTime with Prince earlier, and I like exactly everything he was talking about. So this announcement, I'm gonna let you make the announcement, and because you know no one trusts my announcements these days, right?
Yeah.
So you make the announcement, your narrative, and the doc, everything. Let's get it.
And this is not a green screen either. We're really here in real time right now too. This is our view, as Dame would say. This is our view right now.
Is this the backyard or no? Pause.
This is the backyard.
We walked right through the house and went right here, right?
Yeah. So the announcement in September is Mr. Dash is doing the Supreme Team series, and it's coming out soon, man. Stay tuned, baby.
What about the doc?
Oh yeah, can't forget about the Supreme Truth. The Supreme Truth also will be coming out with Mr. Dash himself, man.
So it'll definitely be on America New internationally. If I buy a television network, if Revolt acts right, it could potentially be on Revolt. But I have other partners as well on the linear side. But America New is definitely going to put that out. Pause.
What up, word? Your boy Charles Brown back again, talking facts. Hit that like button, hit subscribe, hit notification bell. Keep sending those cash apps to CLBMG. Join the membership, gang. Listen, I don't know if you remember a football player back in the day. He used to play for the New York Giants. His name was Tiki Barber, and he was one of the best running backs in the league. Highly coveted football player. I believe Tiki Barber even is in the Hall of Fame, if I'm not mistaken. But Tiki Barber hit a spell in his career where he just could not stop fumbling the ball. And I think we just witnessed Dame Dash turn into an old, washed up version of Tiki Barber where he cannot stop fumbling the ball even if he wants to. Dame Dash has become that old man in, I want to say, Better Call Saul. The old man that doesn't speak. He just rings the bell from his wheelchair. He purses his lips because he's always angry. He's always mad. He's always complaining. Nothing they can do can make him happy. He just wants revenge, and he bangs that bell. Bing, 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 bing. All day, all night. When he sees stuff, he just bangs the bell. He's always trying to tell him something, but he can't get it out right. And that's Dame Dash. Dame Dash needs to literally wash some dishes. I'm going to be honest. Dame Dash needs to get in front of his kitchen window with that beautiful view he keeps showing you guys. Washing dishes is cathartic. It is something that calms your brain. It sets your senses in motion. It gives you time to reflect, regroup. Just sit there and just put on your favorite music or what have you and just wash some dishes and just relax. I think Dame Dash needs to do the dishes and get out of the window of other people's homes. Dame Dash has become the nosy old neighbor. Now, what I'm talking about, Dame Dash in the last 72 hours has called for a truce, ended the truce within hours of saying we need to be better as black men with each other. He wanted to call a truce with 50 Cent and DJ Envy. Of course, Charlamagne was not invited, but he wanted to stop the shenanigans and the tomfoolery. He wanted to have a sit down and do an actual project with 50 Cent. He wanted to have a full-on truce with Camron and 50 Cent. Now, within hours of calling said truce, 50 Cent responded, basically saying there will be no truce, there will be no projects, there will be no reconciliation. Camron, same response as 50 Cent. So what that did was triggered part 3 or 4 or whatever of Dame's master plan of New York domination, because Dame seems to only care what goes on in New York. He seems to only want to impress New York people and New York affiliates. And he wants to drag out this code of the streets all over the country, but he wants to base it in New York politics. And somehow, some way, he's become that nosy old man looking in everybody's window, telling the whole neighborhood what's going on at his neighbor's house. And it's looking bad. He's looking sad. He needs to wash some dishes, gang. Calm down, get his mind right. Because what I'm seeing right now, Dame Dash is spiraling into the arms of senility, gang. Well, what I want to talk about right now is basically, first of all, Dame Dash is so locked into the streets, he don't even know what the code is even about anymore. He just wants to catch somebody snitching. Now, what's going on is he came out and exposed, right, allegedly, and a lot of you are applauding Dame for exposing DJ Envy for basically, allegedly cooperating with the feds against Cesar Pena, who is a mastermind of deceit, running pyramid scams all over the place and housing schemes, and he's single-handedly responsible for the new housing crash, right? So Cesar Pena has stolen a lot of people's money, and with the help, let's just be honest, of DJ Envy, wittingly or unwittingly, DJ Envy did help Cesar Pena sell a lot of those houses. He did allow him to run those schemes and become very successful and scam multi-millions of dollars, which he will indeed be charged for, and he will be convicted, right? Now, with that being said, DJ Envy stands to lose a whole lot of money and a whole lot of time if he goes down with Cesar Pena. Now, let's just be honest. DJ Envy never claimed to be no street thug. DJ Envy never claimed to be a gangbanger or anything of the sort. Quite the opposite. I believe DJ Envy's father is a cop. DJ Envy is raised on the right side of the tracks, right? Mom and dad and all that in the home, big house and all that good stuff like that. And he's never pretended to be anything other than just a DJ. So somehow, some way, Dame Dash is lashing out. He wants revenge on the Breakfast Club, and he wants revenge on Camron. He wants revenge on 50. And he is somehow, in his mind, has created these chess moves where now he's sided with 50's enemies. He's going to do the Supreme Team documentary and series. He's got Supreme, the legendary Supreme from Queens, New York. Dame is from Harlem, by the way. but he's going to do the legendary Supreme Team TV show and documentary. And he sat down on his lakeside. I don't know if it's a lake or a river or a beach side. I don't know what it is. His lakeside property, whatever that is. He got the sea dew on. He's riding on a jet ski by himself. Got the little white girl talking about check me, right? The worst song in the last 10 years. But he's riding with his new white artist that he calls the White Aaliyah, Nicky, or whatever. Dame is crashing out, but he got Supreme, who is, let's just say he's not fond of 50 Cent. By no stretch of the imagination, he's not fond. Him and his son, they have a few things against 50 Cent. Let's just say that, and vice versa. So Dame in his ultimate wisdom has decided to link up with 50's arch nemesis, the people that really don't have no love. Let's just leave it at that. They have a lot of unfinished business with 50 Cent and no love for 50 Cent, okay? So Dame decided the enemy of my enemy is my friend. But the only thing Dame didn't realize when he sat down with Supreme, who is part of the son, who is the son of Supreme, who is part of the Supreme team, with a guy named Prince and some other people. They were notorious drug gang in the 80s, is Nas already did it. Nas already did the Supreme Team documentary back in 2022. Nas already locked in with these guys. He already told the story. I already watched it. Great documentary. I think it was 3 parts, some to that degree. I'm not sure how many parts it was, but I know I did watch it already, and it was very thorough. I don't know how much you're going to squeeze out of that, of the same story, but somehow Dame thinks he can do it and do it better. I have no faith in Dame doing a good job of this. Even if he does it, it will not see the light of day. I don't see it happening. And if he does do it, he's talking about putting it on YouTube. Gang, like, I can't make this stuff up. It is the most asinine plan. I don't understand where it's going. I don't know the relevance of having the son who was not in the team. He wasn't there. So to bring him on the screen and say he's going to be part of this, that, and the third, I get it, is whatever. But at the same time, it is just because he is not in good standings with 50 Cent. So he only brought him on the screen because he's 50's enemy, which, by the way, he said he was done doing all this back and forth and bickering online. But this is 100% for back and forth bickering, no matter how he tries to paint it, because at what point would a guy from Harlem want to tell the story of some Queens guys? Nas is from Queens. Why in the world would a guy from Harlem who's doing Paid in Full, which he was supposed to have the rights to it, or this, that, and the third, and or he doesn't need the rights because that's their story. I can tell the story any kind of way. Why would you all of a sudden jump to these guys? Well, I'll tell you why. Because they are not cool with 50 Cent. So it's a whole thing where he wants to checkmate 50 Cent by doing a little jump like he's playing checkers, and he's going to box him in and make him mad, right? Now, the only thing this is going to do is make 50 laugh, because Dame Dash don't have the infrastructure or the money. If he had the money, he wouldn't be in court with $25 million of back fees that he owes to a lot of different creditors, and he wouldn't be declaring bankruptcy. So there's no way Dame Dash is going to be able to do a multifaceted series with an infrastructure, directors, actors, this and that, and the third, unless he does it the Dame Dash way, where there's no script and there's no real director, and he's the director and he's just going to different locations, just filming, making people get in there, you get in there, just say some stuff, which is going to make it very, very hard to watch. Tubi wouldn't even take this movie, I'm going to be honest, and I feel like Dame is already fumbling the bag, because if you listen to the interview, he's talking to the son, and he's basically saying, thanks for putting me on the FaceTime with Prince. So they pretty much only got some oral contracts at this point. It don't sound like nothing's in writing. So once again, Dame is out here announcing something just like he did with the Revolt deal, that he's talking about pressing charges because they know that he was in talks to buy Revolt, right? Comes out, the guy stopped talking to Dame 2 days before he went on the Breakfast Club, and made the announcement that he was the chairman of Revolt, and he was going to be the chairman for 1 month, and then he was going to go ahead and buy Revolt, right? So what happened was these people came out and exposed Dame really quickly that Dame had nothing going on with Revolt, and for some reason he doubled down, and now he's in talks, right? Now he's going to do the Supreme Team documentary, right? And for some reason, we're supposed to just say, oh yeah, Dame is going to do that, right? We don't know what Dame is going to do, but one thing we're going to say is it's going to be very hard for Dame to do anything in regards to movies or documentaries or TV shows or anything, because for one, it takes a lot of money, right? Something like that, something that major, you don't want to take that and just throw it on YouTube. Nas did it. It's on Hulu, gang. It's on a national, international streaming property. He has a provider. He has people that pay for that movie, for that show to be made, and they sign documents. Dame is once again announcing something that he has not got a contract for. He has nothing in writing. I guarantee you it's too fast to have anything in writing. So now he's running with the word of mouth. Yo, I talked to him on FaceTime. So this is the thing that Dame does, and this is why Dame fumbles so many things. We are right there again where Dame Dash once again is exposing his hand before the card game is over. He's playing spades and throws all his cards on the table. He's showing you the whole hand, and people could be like, oh, this dude got 2 in the possible. He ain't saying nothing. I'm just going to be honest. What we're watching is a man spiraling out. And on top of that, that's his one checkmate that he's thinking, well, he's going to checkmate himself. He's going to look up and his king can't move nowhere. So that's the first checkmate is I'm doing the Supreme team. So then now that's his get back on Cam and 50, because they're working together on, supposedly they're paid for documentary. So now this is going to be his retaliation. Well, the second fumble, right? It's a two fumble game. He's fumbling twice in the same game. Now he's coming out saying that DJ Envy is snitching against Carlos Pena. But guess what? DJ Envy is a civilian. He is under no obligation to stand up to any street rules. And for two, you're the man who invented the phrase chatty patty. You're on here telling this guy's whole business about his whole life. No one asked you if DJ Envy was snitching on Carlos Pena. No one asked you if he was in the paperwork. You came out, made a whole video exposing him on your channel, American New. Well, guess what? That's beyond chatty patty. Now you're doing some extra shit. I can't imagine that the OGs in Harlem who told you to chill out the first time are excited about you going online, talking about somebody is working with the feds. It has absolutely nothing to do with you. You're online making videos about another man's issue with the feds. You're supposed to be the man against all that, pocket watching and all this stuff. You're supposed to be the man that's telling us that the game is effed up and we need to do better, and the white man is watching us, and then you go out and make a whole video talking about DJ Envy's a rat, and you knew he was going to rat. I knew he was going to fold. Fold on what? Fold on what? What you talking about? He has a case against him where somebody in his, allegedly according to him, scammed him as well. What is he folding on? First of all. Second of all, what is he supposed to do? Go to jail so you can say he's cool? Make it make sense, Dame. It ain't making no sense. It ain't making no sense. Meanwhile, Dame is in bankruptcy trying to figure out his next move. But DJ Envy, who has he got a really good thing going on at his current job and current business things that he's doing okay. He's not going to sit there and try to protect this Carlos Pena guy and go to prison for him. And he's not going to try to sit there and beat the case. They're not even having him under anything. They got him against Carlos Pena, allegedly, right? We clearly know that Carlos Pena is the mastermind. But you're going to make it like he's snitching, he's folding, as opposed to what, Dame? As opposed to what? He maintained his innocence and he's a civilian. At this point, you're doing the snitching because you're ratting him out to his job. You tagged iHeartRadio. You're ratting him out to his job. At this point in time, currency is online currency is golden. Right now, it's not about the streets. Right now, it's about getting eyeballs and clicks on your content. Right? So right now, DJ Envy makes his money by having his consumers like me and you that go and watch his products. We mean that he eats or doesn't eat. So when you go in and try to disrupt that by saying he's a snitch, this, that, and the third, you're trying to bring down his value, his market value. Right now, you're snitching to his constituents, who are us. No one knew about that shit. You're trying to hurt his pockets. You're trying to hurt his livelihood. For what? If anybody at the Breakfast Club was respectful to you, it was him. You disrespected him both times you went up there. You came in with your butt on your back going out to him. And he defended himself, right? And so now you want to expose him, this, that, and the third. It's reeking, Dame. It ain't looking good, Dame. You looking like that old man that need to just do some dishes, gang. Calm down. Put your slippers on. Get your pipe, like whatever you got, your old man, your old Frosty the Snowman pipe. Just chill out. Sit down by the water. Just contemplate other things, gang, because you're trying too hard. It ain't working. You looking crazy. You hurting your own legacy out here. You hurting your legacy because now you look like something worse than a chatty patty. You have no code, no morals, no honor. You're not supposed to go on there. He's not a criminal. You're not supposed to go online and start telling people's business inside of what they got going on in their own personal life. That has nothing to do with you. Nothing to do with you. Now you're online telling people, yo, he's in court. He's defending, hey, this, that, and the third. How is that cool? How is that street code? How? I'm curious. I don't understand. I don't understand how you're gonna stand on being this Harlem, this mogul who knows the streets. He got all the street knowledge and this, that, and the third. He does things with all this honor, and you're gonna sit up there and start telling DJ Envy's business online as if that's somehow cool. He's not a criminal, so you don't need to expose his paperwork, but you did it anyway out of spite. Something's wrong, gang. I'm just gonna be honest. So that's fumble number 2. The history is not gonna look at you kindly with this. You're not gonna be put up on the Hall of Fame wall of hip hop because you told on DJ Envy and you're doing the Supreme Team documentary and TV show after Nas already did it, which I don't even believe is going to come out. And if it does come out, let's just be honest, that thing going to look crazy. It's going to look awful. It's going to look half-assed like almost everything else that Dame Dash does. Dame ain't done nothing good since Paid in Full. I'm just going to be honest. I'm just going to be honest. And Paid in Full is what, 20 years ago? It's a long time ago. Let's say that. All right? So I don't have any faith that Dame is going to do something so historical justice. If you watch Nas's work, Nas puts real time, real money into every documentary, anything with Nas' name on it, anything with mass appeal. Nas, he doesn't even do a whole lot of talking about it. He'll do an interview about this stuff and keep it pushing. He doesn't give you all this nonsense before the shit even gets in writing that he's even doing it. He doesn't come out trying to diss other people to make himself look better when he's doing it. He just does the work. If Dame just did the work, 90% of hip hop would support Dame. If Dame was quiet and just did his fucking job, we would not have no issues with Dame. We wouldn't be calling you Dame Depp and all this other stuff. Depp Jam and all this stuff. We would have no issues with you. We would really try to help you. But the way you come off and the way you handle your business, outside of all the stuff that used to happen, Rockefeller, this, that, and the third, we're not even talking about that. We're talking about Dame in the last 10 years has been an awful person. He's been awful on camera and off, and he's been getting sued by every single person that he does business with. And if they don't outright walk away from him, they usually win a lawsuit from him. Dame has done all kind of awful business in his show. There's a lot of creditors still in lined up for Dame. But Dame thinks he's going to go out, all of a sudden do this documentary, right, that we've already watched, and he's going to try to big bone that and make it like, yo, yeah, I'm that guy. No, Dame, we don't believe you. You need way more people, and you ain't going to get no more people. So my whole thing is like this. This is all I want to say to Dame Dash when I'm going to get out of here. Dame, do some dishes, Dame. Dame, do some dishes, gang. Please, I need you to just calm down. Put a rug on the floor right in front of your sink. Just make a real comfortable rug right there. You know what I'm saying? Get you a nice, like, one of them little bottle cleaners. Like, they just get a set of good sponge, real good sponges. You know what I'm saying? Get a whole pack, a 5-pack of sponges. Like, get some Ivory soap, or like, get some of that Palmolive. That shit's real good. Dang, I'm gonna be honest. Get it with the antibiotics in it. Just the kind that cleans your hand, like it makes your hands real soft when you use it. Damn, you could do better than this, gang. Just sit down, cook a nice meal, spaghetti and meatballs, something good, some meatloaf, some salmon. I love salmon. Look, cook a nice meal for your family. Calm down, just relax. You don't gotta. It's only been 72 hours since you went and started going nuts on this stuff. Nothing is in writing, gang. We could tell. All of this stuff is just, you're just trying to jump in front, and you got this obsession with trying to prove everything to the internet. All you're doing is proving that you still unraveling and you don't have nothing locked down. Just do some dishes, gang. Do some dishes, please. I'm out of here, man. Let me know what you think in the comments, man. I don't understand what Dame is doing. Well, I know what he's doing. He's obsessed with trying to prove that he's still winning. He's taking all these videos by his lake side, on his dock or what have you, but it is what it is, gang. If that's how you feel you need to feel like you're winning, then God bless you, more power to you, but you're doing it the wrong way. All right, let me get out of here, man. Head on over to black-yeti.com. Let them know who sent you. They ship all over the continental U.S. Also, every Wednesday night, we go live on the What Show. Tap in. Let us know. I'm going to catch y'all on that flip side. Peace.
Look, mission impossible to drop a few lines without dropping old times when Southern Hill was still a gold mine. When pistol grips was my shit and I sold mine. When Alias was not a show and they told mine. Elevate your mind with high quality THC infused products. BlackYeti.com. Black-Yeti.com.
CLB.
Get my coat, get my sheepskin, grab my wallet, get my pocket knife, and get that hat right there. We out. Grab my pocket knife too. Let's go. When I first came to the city, niggas didn't believe me. I just wanted to join a team and throw assist pass easily. 6 man off the bench, alley-oop pass freely. Suit up for one game and hope a scout might see me. But nah, niggas is greedy, wasn't rocking with him. Unplugged the scoreboard, put a lock on the gym. Told me to power forward, point guard at the rim. And left me with no center and a ball full of phlegm. Not knowing that I'm a dog, a Rottweiler within. With the heart of a pit bull that don't bark for pretend. My bites cut deep, break the bone and the skin. With the level of hustlenomics you do not comprehend. So first I took a block down on the west side end. And then secured a spot with some goons and some kin. And then sent out some flyers, let the games begin. And in 6 months time, the city like that's him. Oh yeah, he the one that moved the hustle to the burbs. And yeah, he the one that knocked the hustlers off the curb. And yeah, he the one that set up shop without a word. And he the one that got it cracking. And all he did was rapping by the Hooters. I kept killers from being shooters. Put a mic in a thug's hand, now he loyal like Pats fans. Take a man off the streets past the needles and crack cans. Promise mama to keep him safe, then put some food in his face and he'll kill for you. But I don't need him for that. Click like, click share, tell them bitches we back. Share the whole location, tell them niggas where we at. Cause we out here and we ain't the cheese, we the trap.